So continuing, some of the videos I've been doing so far, there is one very important message if you think or you are considering to buy property, and this one thing is what makes you rich and what keeps you in the middle class. Okay, so here's how we see properties, especially in Malaysia, right? Is that we are taught that this is the price of the property, and then how much is the down payment? Do I have the savings for that? Do I have, like, let's say if it's a Singapore property, do I have enough CPF to pay for it? And how much cash is left? And do I have enough loan to pay for that? That is how everyone is taught to buy property. And so with Singaporeans, the mindset is, oh, that property is $1 million, but oh my god, it's in ringgit, and then I divide based on the currency exchange. It's cheap to buy, and that is the biggest mistake when it comes to property investing, because it is not about how much you can afford, but whether the locals around it can afford it. Because contrary to proper belief, it's very common, that my dad has this idea that, oh, I can afford this property even though it's overpriced, right? So unless it's for retirement or it's just for a trophy, like, oh, I have a property in JB near the train, right? If you are having the mindset of a property investor, then of course you will start to think very differently, because the property value is based on the rental price, right? If we can understand the rental price within the region and multiply what we call a magic number, right, that is taught in Adrian's class, right, we will start to understand the rough value of that property. Because when we buy property as an investor, we want to kind of see and predict that, today this is the property price, the average property price today. Is there the opportunity for that rental price to double in the next 7 to 10 years? Using the laws of 72, right, by Albert Einstein, go and read it up. It's about 7 to 10 years to, see that double. So we have to look at the micro level of, is the rental today will increase because of inflation in the next 10 years or so, or the demand and supply. There are different factors kind of think about it. So before you buy a property, you have to really be very clear. What is your mindset on property? The first one, which is just, I see I can pay down, I can afford. Okay, great. Or do you want to have that mindset of a property investor? Because you see, for me, it's very clear, that I'm young. I want to leverage the amount of time I have because of the loan tenure. This is the path I need to do. And I think my big dream is, if I want to be a pilot once again, I want to have a flight school, I want to own a plane, I want to do all these things, then the key to do that is refinancing. When my property is 1 million today and it becomes 2 million, I can refinance that, pay off the principal, and then use the refinance money to do what I want to do with life. That should be the way to buy the things you want in life. It really blew my mind when I started to realize that buying a Rolex, buying all these precious things is nice to have, but it's true, because why use your own money when you can use someone else's? And when I say, uses other people's money, they're basically renting the house from you. They are paying the interest, and I'm actually forced saving by paying off the principal. And I only start to make money when the property flips or when the rental price doubles. That is the true mindset of a property investor.